Now then, people, and welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. As I said just yesterday, although I'm recording it today, I'm currently out. I'm coming to you from the past. No reaction to today's live press conference from me, but I think it'll remain unchanged anyway. If I'm being totally honest with you, I think it'll be unchanged. Maybe Nonto might come in, Roberts, but I know you're all waiting for it. But Bam Bam's probably going to start. I can't lie to you. But Leeds United take on Blackburn Rovers at Elland Road. And the lunchtime kickoff after hopefully, Plymouth have beat Leicester. But look, Leeds enter this clash as heavy favourite. Not just in my opinion, in the bookies' opinions, and it should be in your opinion. Forget the form over the last four. Yeah, this fixture goes way back. I've been saying for a couple of weeks on the lead up to this that Leeds United, in my mind, always have a good record against Blackburn. We have some humdingers, but we have a good record. Having done a bit of research, that's proved to be the case. And I hate when everyone says to me, history don't mount for nothing. Well, it does. It does. There's a reason there is a history, otherwise what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Let's not celebrate anything that happened in the past. Do you know what I mean? Look, we are heavy favourites. We have secured 4 consecutive wins against Blackburn Rovers in our head-to-head encounters at Elland Road. Of course, recently, we dropped points, okay, in the last 2 games. A goalless draw against Sunderland in what was arguably for me one of the worst performances of the season. I said it was lacklustre. Yes, we controlled the game, but we literally created nothing. We had 1 shot on target. Obviously, we lost to Coventry, but we looked like we could score in that game. That's the mad thing. We had less control, but we looked like we could score. But look, regardless of these 2 results, we do have an impressive home record. You know, we are unbeaten now in 23 games across all competitions. We've only 2 to go. I believe we'll be unbeaten at home all season, and that's probably going to stand us in good stead for getting automatic promotion, because thankfully, none of us at the minute want it. You know, Leicester got beat, Ipswich and Leeds get points midweek. So in actual fact, after what was, for me, a poor performance against Sunderland, we're in a better position. We've gained a point on Leicester. Look, on the other hand as well, just touching on Blackburn, we'll go into it in a little bit more detail, but they are so inconsistent, especially away from home. There's some mad stats, I'm telling you. But they have only 1 win in their last 10 matches, scoring 11 and conceding a massive 21 goals in that time. They are 22nd in the form table over the last 10 games. We have to win this. If we do not win this, then, you know, we don't deserve to go up. We don't deserve to go up. You could say that about Sunderland and stuff, but I was a little bit nervy, a little bit edgy. I was a little bit edgy ahead of Coventry, sorry. Not this one. This one we must win, and we will win. You know, they're coming off the back of a heavy defeat. They lost 5-0 away from home at Bristol City. Of course, I think there's only 3-point gap between them and the bottom 3 now, and people will say, oh, a wounded animal, etc. But you come into Elland Road, who are also a wounded animal, I may add. Wounded even more so by the fact that Stuart Dallas has told the lads that I'm leaving. They're going to win the game for him, for us, and for you. I know that's the same as him, us, you. It doesn't matter, but we're just going to win this game. Of course, tension is growing amongst the fan base, amongst the football clubs. Not just us, at Ipswich, at Leicester, Southampton. If you look at the form table over the last 5-10 games, we're all way down the table. We're almost mid-table teams because tension is growing. We are struggling. We are struggled, or have struggled off late, you know. Exactly the wrong time, but we're not the only ones doing it. You know, we've just won 1 game in our last 4, drawing 2 of them, losing at Coventry. You could argue the win against Hull City wasn't great either, but we won 3-1. But it's not the right time to slip off the pace. And as Farkas mentioned to us, after that Sunderland game, don't panic, because I've been here with Norwich. We drew a few games, then we won the rest, you know. Admittedly, he'll be frustrated. Maybe he will look to changes. He will let us know in the presser, which is probably happening today. Maybe before or after this video. But if he does, I think it'll only be minimal. I can't see him, you know, throwing the baby out with the bathwater and saying, right, I'm going to make 5 changes. I think for me, what you might see is Roberts and Nonto, although he has said previously he doesn't think they'll be ready to play 90 minutes until Middlesbrough. But I think, you know, they've started to play more minutes. They could be ready to start. But outside of that, I don't see many changes. Of course, against Sunderland, that was actually our first failure to win a game at Elland Road in the last 9 attempts since December. since December. So I expect us, as Somerville says, and as the title and the thumbnail says, back to winning ways. This is what's going to happen. Because again, here comes the history. If you don't like the history and, you know, you feel it doesn't mean anything, then switch off now. But Leeds have won 8 of our last 9 meetings against Blackburn Rovers. Okay? Farker himself is also unbeaten against this opponent too. Now, if you remember, those that told me history didn't matter, and I told you before Sunderland that Leeds United hadn't won in 4 at Elland Road against Sunderland, and also that Daniel Farker had never beaten the Black Cats. What happened? We drew 0-0. History does matter. History is on our side. May the odds forever be in your favour. Hunger Games tactics, you know? We're going to be Jennifer Lawrence with the bow and arrow, just hitting the target after target after target. I'm expecting plenty goals, and I'm expecting 3 points for Leeds United. As I said, they are poor, bad. 3 points above the relegation zone, you know? John Eustace is in charge there, but it hasn't really gone as well as most would have hoped. Just 1 win from the last 12 league matches. Admittedly, they've drew 7 of them. But Leeds United aren't coming for the draw. I'm not expecting Blackburn to set up similarly to how Sunderland did. I think, you know, they'll be a lot more open. I think a massive loss for them as well is Wharton. Adam Wharton, who's now at Crystal Palace. He played pretty well in the reverse fixture, which we won, of course. Remarkably, folks, only relegated Rotherham, okay, have conceded more goals than Blackburn. Rotherham have conceded 84. Blackburn have conceded 71. 71. Also, folks, 23 of them have come after the 75th minute. So that tells me there's issues with concentration, fitness, etc. We've seen Leeds United go to the final whistle, score goals late on. So even if it is tight, which I don't think it will be, even if it is, have confidence that these buckle after the last 15 minutes. Of course, they do have some dangers. They have one main danger. Player who's nominated for Player of the Season alongside Somerville and Keenan Dewsbury Hall is, of course, Sammy Schmodix. You know, he's got crazy numbers this season, and when Blackburn have scored in recent times, he's had a direct hand in 7 of their last 9 goals. I think scoring 6 across that period as well. He's flying. He's had a great season. Even more impressive when you consider how poor Blackburn have been and where they stand in the table. Maybe there is an argument for him being Player of the Season, although I think it should be Somerville, but I've got a feeling it'll go to Dewsbury Hall. But outside of him, of course, they've got Gallagher up top, Dolan and Sigurdsson on either wing. But like I said, Wharton's a big loss for them. And I believe as well, they have like as many as like 5 first-team players out for this fixture as well. So, you know, everything for me anyway is leaning towards a Leeds United win. I'm genuinely really, really confident. Some will say it's misguided, it's misplaced. But Blackburn are a team Leeds United beat. They're a team Daniel Farker beat. Leeds United must win. They have to win for Stewie D. I think this announcement of Stewie D has almost come at the right time for Leeds United. You know, we've only got 4 games left, 4 cup finals, as I've reiterated on a number of occasions, and we keep dropping the ball. It wouldn't surprise me if we did win, that the other 2 teams win as well, and we just kick the can further down the road. But we will win. I'm telling you now. Put your house on it. I'm that confident. That Leeds United pick up 3 points. Points not good enough against this Blackburn side, and I can hear it now. Well, it was the same for Sunderland, but they came with a game plan. They stuck to the game plan. They've had a week to work on it. You know, the manager said how he'd worked with Pembele all week on how to deal with Somerville, and he did a good job on him. Blackburn don't have that time, you know. They don't have that time. They got beat just yesterday, a couple of days before this game, 5-0 by Bristol City. Bristol City were a decent side, you know. They beat Leicester at home. We struggled against them at home, but 5-0? Come on, G. Come on. And I think, yeah, Leeds United, comfortable win. Yeah, and that's regardless of who he picks. But I'm going to give you a hot stat here as well, and people won't want to hear it. But as you know, I think Paddy Bamford will lead the line for Leeds United. Paddy Bamford has opened the scoring before half-time in both head-to-heads the last time these 2 sides were in the same division. He scored against them at Ewood Park. Expect more of the same. Paddy Bamford's going to get back amongst the goals. Leeds are going to win this game comfortably. Blackburn probably will score 3-1, 4-1. I'd love a 4-5-0, but I'm maybe asking too much. But yeah, Leeds United are going to win the game comfortably, confidently, and march, you know, another step closer to promotion with only 3 games left to go after this one. And what a quick turnaround they are, by the way. Middlesbrough, QPR, and then we all get ready for Southampton, don't we? But listen, be confident in this, because I am, and I think we will win the game. Leeds United 3, Blackburn 1. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tonight for Plymouth versus Leicester City. Peace out now. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds!